Hey, how's it going? My name's Kays. Welcome to Paul's Fishing Systems. Look, we're out here at the beautiful Uretiti Beach just north of Auckland, and we thought, hey, let's give a quick showcase of our new product, which is fresh out on the market here in New Zealand, and that is the SkyClip. Now, what is the SkyClip, you're asking? This basically is a mechanism that can fit to your existing drone. So you might have got into the drone filming. You might have purchased the drone previously purely for filming or for other purposes, surveying, whatever the case may be, but you've started to think, man, I think I might get into using my drone for fishing as well. Well, that's where the SkyClip really starts to come into its own, and these ones here, so I've got three with me today. One of them is for the DJI Phantom, this one here. We've got one here for the Mavic 2 Pro, so that's this bad boy here. And we've got one here for our Swell Pro SPRY drone as well. Now basically how these work, these are a tension release. So if you've watched our previous videos, you'll see with the Condor, AEE Condor, we've got the tension release existing in the A20 model. Well, this is pretty much set up to be exactly the same as that. Using ball bearings, enough tension is created to pull our sinkers or our payload, as the term is usually penned, out of our drone. That falls into the water, you're then fishing. So again, tension release, but some of these also come with a sensor that can pick up one of the lights underneath your drone, pushing one of the buttons on your remote controller, which we'll get into in more depth a little later on. You can push that button and that'll release it, just like our mechanical releases do on some of our other drones. So hey, you've got a drone, you've been using it for filming, but you're thinking, man, you know what, I'd love to get into a bit of drone fishing now. The SkyClip is the product that you've been looking for. So I'm going to open one of these up and show you how they work. Today we haven't got the Mavic 2 Pro, we've got a Mavic Mini, so it's going to look a little bit loose on this particular model, but it'll give you some idea as to how this is going to work if you're setting up on one of your existing drones. So let me just open up the box. So these ones here come with a sensor, so you'll notice inside it should have, that's our loop. They've also, this has got the charging cable as well, and I can hear that one working, so that's picking up some light. Very, very cool. So how this is going to work, this is going to sit underneath our drone like so. Now remember, with the Mavic 2 Pro, this would fit a lot more snug than this one is. We're then going to fasten our loop over the top, and that's going to connect to the other side, and that's going to sit on our drone like so. Now with the Mavic 2, that would fit very, very snug, and of course it's made to fit that particular drone. So this just gives you some idea as to how well these will sit. And on the bottom here, it's got the 2 ball bearings that create the tension. You put our typical wire release, which we use for all of our drones. You put that up in between your 2 ball bearings. You send that out to your desired distance, and obviously every drone will have a different specification as to how far they can go. You send that out as far as you're wanting to go, create some tension on your line, that'll detach. With these particular models, they have a sensor on top of the SkyClip that is placed just underneath the drone where there is a light. And what that sensor is designed to do is pick up that light flashing. So pressing one of the buttons on your remote control, that'll set off that light underneath your drone. That'll set off the sensor, which will then release your payload as well. So that's a very brief rundown as to how the SkyClip works, and it's very similar setup on all of the drones that they come fitted for. And again, look, they're fresh out on the market. You can get them on our website, www.fishingtacklesale.co.nz. Or come in and see us in Onehunga 39A Nelson Street, and we'll look after you. So again, you're out there, you've already purchased the drone for filming, for all sorts of other purposes, but now you're wanting to come into the drone fishing industry. Well, we've got you covered. Come and see us and we'll look after you. Take care, and we'll see you soon.